Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode of my survival let's play. In the process of setting up for this video, in other words, wandering around wondering what I was going to say, I have discovered something amazing. Watch. That's pretty cool, eh? I think I might have to use that at some point. In any case, at the beginning of this video, or soon enough, hold on, I don't have any space in my inventory. I'm going, what was I going to say? At the beginning of this video, or near enough, I think that's how I started, I'm going to have to go on another Ender Pearl run because, oh, where'd they go? Well, whatever. I only have 2 Ender Pearls left, and that's unacceptable. Truly, truly unacceptable. So, I'm just going to take another trip to the end and go fetch some. In other words, murder some Endermen. This is pretty fun, actually. Just making them all really angry. It's still quite a tedious process, mind you. While I'm in the process of doing something that takes very little brain power, I might as well tell you, while I can still use my mouth, that this is probably going to be a fairly short episode. I've got some homework to catch up on, and unfortunately that takes precedency over long YouTube episodes. Hopefully you could hear some of that over the sound of Enderman. Watch this. So if I punch this Enderman at— oh, whoops. Well, okay. When I start at one end of the ring and punch all the Endermen going around in a circle, the previous, the one right after the one I hit, goes out right exactly before I hit it. So that's pretty cool. Once again, hopefully you heard some of that over the Enderman. If only there was something I could do to make the Enderman quieter without, say, pressing more than one button. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to keep talking over them. Haha, that was the best joke ever. Hopefully you could hear it. Now that we've gotten past that small series of likely pathetic jokes, I think the first thing I should do is just get rid of all this junk around my lovely blender. Let's see, do I have enough space? Whoops. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just, well, actually, it's all done now. So get rid of this. There we go. That didn't take too long. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This has been a very long episode, I know. But it's time to go. No. So what I'm going to do is, among other things, well, actually probably not among other things, but I think I'm going to try and pretty up at least this area of the base, up until there. I'm not sure if I'll go higher, because it's very tedious to scaffold up, but I'm going to try and put in some ornaments to make the entire place look a little bit better. And they're going to be in the form of crystals, I think. At least that's the idea. I need to get rid of this stuff somehow. Okay. Yeah, this is a good place to dump everything. No. I'll get ready and start doing some stuff and then show you what I've done. Now we can start crystallizing. So, I think, well, I'm going to be making it all out of glass, obviously. Well, pretty obviously anyway. So, I'm going to be needing some glass. And it's all going to be dyed glass, because dyed glass is much better than normal glass. And it's basically just going to be that sort of thing. Hopefully it looks good. Well, I think that looks alright. Not sure how crystal-like it looks like. However, to make this all more interesting, let's play some beautiful music. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Orange now. Sorry. Okay. Moving on. I'll do a few of them on camera, and then the rest off. Boy, I wonder what that music is. It's really cool. Let's see. Light blue should be next, because light blue is good. Mainly because it's blue. Okay, so I think I want to put I think I want to put most of them around. That wasn't my silk touch? What? How dare you be in my own hand? So I think I want to make most of them pretty small and around the edge, but I want to, it's a little distracting. I want to make a big one in the middle, I think. At least I want to try doing that. So if I go over here and make some more of that, it's going to be a mix of different colors. So let's try and make something that looks half decent, at least. Maybe more. Hopefully 3/4 decent. Oh, I've run out of lapis. So I've returned with a couple more pieces of dye, cyan and also green. Those were two I actually did mean to get, but I just forgot because that's how I am. Now I think the cyan should probably go in the middle because I don't know. It seems right. So there. Yeah, that looks alright. And then I'm going to put some trim of, well, let's see. Another option would be to put green in the center and then gradually fade to blue. I think that seems pretty good. So if I grab some cyan, do a little bit of that. I think I need some more cyan because there's not enough of it. It's a good reason. I may have to remove the lovely juice box, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a way. So if I do that, I'll try and curve it over a little because that looks cool. That should also be cyan. We haven't gotten to the blue yet. No, it's over. Okay. What a shame. Now, no, this one should also be a blue stained glass. Then like this, like that, and like that. Yeah. That looks cool. Maybe it needs a little bit more green and cyan. I'll trim it a little. There it is so far. However, I've figured out what I need. I need some black glass at the tip. That would look good. However, I think I may have used up all my black dye on the black wool that I never used. So hopefully not. But it looks to be that way. Indeed, so it has occurred that I am completely out of black dye as far as I can tell. So I have to go swim through the rivers again and murder some squid. I was literally just walking by and a creeper randomly stood on top of the pressure plates. That's pretty good. I can live with that. Come on, music disc manufacturer. Do your work. Do the job you were hired. And that I don't pay you for. Ooh, that might be a new one. Nope. But still a 1. That should count for something at least. So, here's the moment of truth. Will this stuff look good? Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Okay. I might try and do a little bit more rounding. I think it needs some. Maybe right here. Cyan should be there instead. So, yeah. There, that's the central crystal. I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'm going to be dotting about some regular crystals just around in the corners. And don't worry, I will add some red and red and purple and that sort of thing. It was just that I didn't actually have any red dye on me at the time. So here's the tricky bit. We want this this crystal to be going down into the ground slightly, otherwise it's just stupid. It's just sitting on top of the ground like a hunk of glass, which it isn't. Certainly not. It's a crystal. So we have to go down into my death trap here and basically just well, actually I should probably dig down underneath the crystal first so I know where to go. But I have to now make a bit of an indent into the stone with maybe some fissures going off, but more or less just dig down into the death trap and put the crystal down after it. So navigating this isn't particularly easy, nor is it particularly safe, although I have fixed the safitude relatively well since the last time I was down here. Last time I was down here was when I was first trying to light it up. It was just completely mob infested and disgusting, and I died many times and lost all my stuff twice, which wasn't particularly good. So after that, I basically just decided not to have all my shulker boxes and diamonds on me as when I went underneath, and instead just bring torches and a sword, a stone sword. I ended up losing multiple stacks of coal and probably multiple stacks of cobblestone too, but that's less important because I don't like mining coal. It's boring and not particularly rewarding. So yeah, that's the history of this hole. It's a very bad hole, unfortunately. However, it's mostly fixed up since last time, which is, well, it's pretty good. I was indeed going for a bit of a chaotic look down there. Oh, I missed a spot. I wanted it to look like the crystal had sort of formed in a pit of the rock, and the rest of the floor up there is going to be a bit more natural looking than it is currently. But this is where I'm starting. So I'm trying to make it look like it's grown into the rock or grown from a crevice in the rock. Otherwise it's just a hunk of glass, as I said earlier. So there we have it. It now goes into the ground, and now it sort of curves up a little like that, which I think is pretty cool. And then down in the center I'm going to be putting, well actually I was going to do so, but I forgot. I was going to put a piece of glowstone at the bottom of every crystal, and that may be a little glowstone expensive, but I think it'll be worth it since it'll make the crystals glow, and that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to, well, not necessarily below, on the side, which makes most sense and looks best. So I think, well, that looks pretty bad actually. I think basically I need to get some sea lanterns for this, for the blue ones, but that won't be easy because I have no access to that sort of thing at this point in the game. In the meantime, I think I'll place the glowstone here instead, and then an extra block of glass in place. And that looks alright, and it still emits a nice glow. Yeah. Torch. So I've decided to go against my previous statement that I'd keep to the edges, on the grounds that I don't want to have torches everywhere because they're ugly. And as such, I need to put crystals everywhere because they emit light since I'm putting glowstone under them. Here. And the good thing about that, well, I don't think there's really much of a bad thing. It looks pretty cool. But the good thing about it is that it also lights up the death trap down here. See, glowstone is periodically stuck underneath since I don't want it directly underneath the crystal. That's good. I've just been wandering around placing in the crystals like so. Let's see. A bit of red right there. That actually helped right here. Yeah, okay. Not sure how well I'm doing them, but I think they generally look pretty cool. Yeah. And also, they're not leaving any spawning spaces. I don't really mind if there's a couple here and there, but if there's just mobs spawning everywhere, then I'd rather that didn't happen. However, they're doing a pretty good job. I think I'll put another one here. Glowstone block. Whoops, glowstone block will go right there. It can be a purple one. I'm just going to do this one on camera because you haven't really seen much of what I'm actually doing. That there, that there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty good. There. So that's what I'm doing. So it's starting to look pretty good, and I've added, so they've all, well, most of them have a bunch of different colors, and it's all coming together pretty well. However, it'll look more interesting or more suiting when I get my act together and fix up the floor. Right now it's just a big flat piece of rock, and the crystals don't really fit in too well. However, I think they'll fit in quite a lot better when I prepare the floor properly, which is something I'll be doing at some point fairly soon, I think. However, unfortunately, it's time to end the episode. Not that button, this one. Because, as I said, I've got homework, and I think we've actually got quite a lot done anyway. So, hopefully this video was entertaining. It's been Serpent. Goodbye.